answering the internet's most searched questions about the recorder with me, Sarah Jeffery, professional recorder player and scared person. Why am I doing this to myself? Why is the recorder? It's gone straight to why is the recorder called a recorder? It's a good question. The first mention of a recorder specifically was in the household items of the Earl of Derby in the 1350s. This word has been around for ages. It's from the Latin recordare, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, meaning to record, to remember. And these small flute instruments would be used in noble houses to teach birds how to sing pretty tunes. We would, in effect, be recording music into a bird. But many languages refer to it differently. Some say the block flute, referring to the block, the beak flute, flûte à bec, the mouthpiece, the flauto dolce, sweet flute, referring to its sweet sound. And behind me you can see the Team Recorder poster where we have something like 74 languages, all submitted by Team Recorder viewers, how they call the instrument in their country. Good first question, Google. I'm impressed. Do people professionally play the recorder? Yes, Google. Yes. Who invented the recorder? Flute-like instruments have been around for centuries and even millennia. So I don't think someone woke up and made a Kickstarter and said, I'm going to invent a recorder. The oldest Fipple flute found is 40,000 years old. And they've been gradually developing the whole time, from Renaissance models to Baroque recorders to modern developments like the big one behind me. So who invented the recorder? No one. Or rather, someone millennia ago who blew into a bone and got a surprise. Why is the recorder so easy? It's really not. It's really not. On the recorder, it's easy to produce a sound. You just blow and it's there. This part here is called the labium or the fipple, and it creates the sound for you without need of an embouchure. Many other wind instruments require the player to find an embouchure. The flute with your lips or interacting with a reed. That is something that's more difficult in the beginning than... But I'm going to say that's about where the easiness ends, because the recorder is a very difficult instrument. Everything you do with your breath, with your tongue, with your fingers has an effect on the sound. So it's a bit like walking a tightrope. To go from to takes a bit of practice. Why did everyone play recorder in 4th grade? How old are you in 4th grade? Like 10? That seems quite old, actually. The recorder has long been a staple of music education, partly because smaller instruments can be mass-produced at an affordable price. This makes it easier for a school to say, okay, we're going to buy in 50 instruments. But more importantly, it was about the musicians and teachers working to make sure that there was a music curriculum in schools so that children had access to music education. In England, you had Edgar Hunt. In Germany, you had Karl Orff, Hans Martin Linder. This is something today that sadly has fallen off a lot. Most kids in the Netherlands, where I live, don't have access to music education. Same in England, funding is being cut and it's such a shame. Music, apart from giving you a life of joy, we know that it's fantastic for your brain cognitively. It teaches listening skills, communication skills. Music is basically good for everything. So music education shouldn't be a luxury or a frivolity. I think it's essential. All right. Is playing the recorder hard? Yes, but it's fun. Who is the best recorder player in the world? We are blessed to have hundreds, if not thousands, of professional recorder players who are absolutely phenomenal. So there's no way that there's one best recorder player. That would be a shame, because it would mean the pool of players would be small enough to grant that. I do want to see what Google says though. Piers Adams. This is so cool. Piers Adams is a British recorder virtuoso. I listened to his CDs a lot when I was a teenager and he really inspired me. Yeah, so for for me at times he has been my best recorder player. What are 3 benefits of playing the recorder? It's cool, it's mysterious, and it will probably make you immortal. What do you call someone who plays the recorder? I mean, oh, that's a good question, Google. I don't know. I say recorder player. I've seen people say recorderist. In Dutch, we say blokfluitist. Recorderer, recorderess. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Help me out in the comments. How much do professional recorder players make? I'm not going to show you my tax returns, but it is absolutely possible to make a living as a recorder player. Of course, I want to say I live in the Netherlands. It's not going to be the same for every country. To make a living purely from performing, I would say is very difficult. I know very few people who do. Most musicians have what we call a portfolio career, which means we do lots of different things. The good thing is we have quite exciting brains who tend to like this kind of work. As you know, I do performing, teaching, YouTube, publishing books, composing, arranging, lots of different things. How many notes can a recorder play? But those are just semitones, as we can glissando over the full range. I would say infinite. How to breathe while playing the recorder. You breathe through your mouth. So I leave it sitting on my bottom lip. I get a surprising number of people saying, but I breathe through my nose. I learned that in yoga. Great, fantastic. This is different. What's the lowest note you can play on the recorder? Well, should we cover all the holes and have a listen? There we go. But if we also cover this end hole, we hit a low harmonic a fourth below. Oh, this is a good one. How long do wooden recorders last? Here's the thing. If you take good care of your recorder, your wooden recorder can last you a lifetime. We see wooden recorders from the 18th century and way earlier in museums that actually still can be played. We just tend not to play them because we want to preserve them. The thing is, the air you blow out has moisture from your body. When you're blowing warm, moist air into a recorder, it's going to get damp, it's going to expand, and when it cools down, it contracts. This, over time, can tie the instrument. Warm the top part up before you play, dry it out on the inside after you've finished. A couple of times a year, oil the inside to protect the wood, and you are going to be golden. I have ruined one recorder in my life, and that's because I spent 10 years on it doing this. So if you're not playing 8 hours of contemporary music a day on it, a well cared for wooden recorder can honestly last you a lifetime. And isn't that a beautiful thing? We're kind of encouraged to get a new iPhone every year now. A lifetime investment in a beautiful piece of craftsmanship. I cannot think of anything more beautiful than that. So I hope you enjoyed this fun and largely pointless video. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Over here's the Team Recorder web shop, where you can search for cool stuff, including this poster and other stuff. Here's some more videos. I don't know why my brain has stopped.